Hi guys, so just another quick progress update on how Blue's getting on. So today what we've been doing is we've been running our group classes in Buderim here on the Sunshine Coast. So we took him along to group classes with us here today. So that went really good. Now the reason we want to do that is obviously we're trying to build a happy, confident dog, and by getting him out there, even though he can't get around on the ground and engage or anything like that yet because he's just too young, just having him either in our arms or on our lap or even just sitting in the dog box in the back of the ute was allowing him just to watch proceedings and go and what else was going on, see lots of people, have lots of people say hello to him, see lots of dogs, and just absorb an awful lot of life. You know, there was a lot going on, dogs barking, running around, carrying on, and he was able to sit there and take most of it in, and that's really good for just teaching him, what the world looks like and what you need to worry about and what you don't. So that was a really nice thing to do with him today, and I think quite a lot of the participants in our group classes enjoyed meeting him, and I know some of them are watching these video series, so thanks for the positive comments on what we're trying to do here. We really appreciate you saying that. A couple of other things I wanted to touch on as well. So we had another great night with him sleeping overnight, sleeping through the night again last night. No problems. Didn't disturb us in the night until I got him up a little bit earlier this morning because we had to go to work. But no, he was again in his crate next to the other boys in our bedroom. Put him in there, not a worry. Slept all the way through, until the morning, which was awesome. And we've also been, again, as we are every day, just gradually introducing him to our other dogs. So we've got two other dogs. Banjo is slightly older now. He's about 7 now, I think, and he's a dog that isn't bothered about other dogs. So we've always trained him to be ambivalent about other dogs, which is great. But at the moment, you've got a little Velociraptor occasionally having a little charge at him, and we don't want to do that. We don't want to stress him out. Equally, our other Spaniel Scout is a very sensitive, kind of nervous and quite reactive kind of dog. Great working dog, but it doesn't really have the social niceties. So we're being very careful to make sure that the dogs manage to work out their own dynamic in a safe way. So what we're doing is basically trying to keep them separate. So for example, if Blue's running around in the house, then the other two are out on the deck, or vice versa. Or if it's nap time for Blue, which we do very regularly, we put him down in his crate. We move the crate around to wherever we are in the room so he doesn't feel like he's being left out or being left alone. And we just pop him in his crate, and then the other dogs can go and investigate him, which is particularly good for Scout, because Scout's able to actually go up to him, sniff him, just get familiar with him, without running the risk of that confrontation. Now, we can obviously also get them to engage with each other, perhaps when Blue's on our lap or something, so we can have, Blue can be sitting on my lap and Banjo can be sitting next to me on the couch or something like that, and that's nice, because again, what I'm doing there is I'm really trying to teach them to be nice and calm with each other. I don't want Blue mugging Banjo. Banjo won't like it. I don't want Blue scaring Scout, because Scout won't like it. I don't want Scout reacting to Blue, because that won't end well. So really we're just making sure we shape their dynamic. We give them the opportunity to introduce themselves to each other, but in a safe way. So touching again on the crate training, obviously, we've got it well established at night. He's sleeping all through the day when he goes down for his naps in his crate. As soon as he starts getting a little bit puppy frenetic, as soon as the Velociraptor comes out, as we think of it, he gets popped straight in his crate for a nap, and he generally goes to sleep straight away. But the really important thing, as I said before, is we carry it around. I don't want him to feel like he's being ostracised or excluded from the rest of the family. So he's got a little crate. It's very easy for me just to grab it, put it in the kitchen if I'm in the kitchen, put it in the lounge room if I'm in the lounge room, bring it out on the deck with me if I'm having a beer, and I can just put my feet up on it and just chill out. And he's there with me, all the time. Okay. We'll have another little update tomorrow. What he's doing tomorrow is basically coming out to work with me, so I've got to go and do a bunch of horses tomorrow, so he's going to ride shotgun with me out there and basically just hang out with me for the day, which is going to be what his life hopefully is going to be, just hanging out with me and having some fun. So I'm going to take him, I'm going to start that tomorrow, even though he's not fully vaxxed yet. I'll keep him away from other dogs, I'll keep him safe in the car or in the dog box on our ute. He'll be perfectly fine, and he's just getting all of that socialisation, which is just so important. So there you go, that's the update for today. All's going well with Baby Blue, so if you've got any comments or questions, put them in the comments. And as usual, just make sure you're following the playlist or on our YouTube channel at Padfoot Canine Behaviour and Training, or just checking us out on social media, on Instagram at Padfoot Dogs, or on Facebook, just so you're able to keep in touch with this series and see how our little boy is progressing. All right, take care. See ya.